I spoke with Humaira, whose young son was murdered when the army stormed her village. She told me how she wanted to kill herself, but was kept alive by the very thought of trying to find his body to at least give him a burial. After 2 days of searching in vain, she had to take the decision to stay and lose her own life, or flee across the border knowing she was leaving her son's body somewhere to rot. She still lives with the pain of not being able to bury her son. I then met Subara, a 24-year-old mother, who spoke of how the military snatched from her arms her 1-year-old child and hacked him to death. The guilt of coming home to my own 3-year-old and 5-year-old daughters left me unable to sleep at night. Unable to sleep, pondering what it must feel like to have to choose between your 2 children, and for a moment accepting that choice, and how no parent, wherever they are in the world, should ever have to make that choice. And that has been happening as the world has watched, and that has been happening as we have watched. People would do anything, so many people would do anything to have the job that we have, sitting in this house, making decisions that affect hundreds of thousands, millions of lives. We need to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror in the twilight of our years and know that we did something with our position in this house. Sometimes that calls for bravery, sometimes that calls to take a chance, to speak out for all that is right and good. And as we sit here today, on the verge of Christmas and New Year, I will be cuddling my children in the new year, but there are hundreds of thousands of Rohingya refugees for whom their children are but a memory. How can life have such different value depending on where a person was born? The Rohingya are crying out for justice. Humanity must have no borders. Will the Minister today please replace platitudes with promises of action?